we in space?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
in
know
space. Here we are.
I just don't know anymore.
Well, it's August 19th, 2019. Captain's log, stardate 4266.
August 19th of 2019. I
Yeah.
think that's started.
This is the Co-Optimus crew with Locke, Jason, and Nick.
Yo, yo.
And we're looking at No Man's Sky Beyond.
Beyond what?
Beyond
belief that there's a game-breaking bug still.
beyond
Jason is really bitter right now, just so everybody knows.
Beyond the shadow of a doubt that this is the best game of 2019. Easily. Last year they had No Man's Sky Next. This year we've got No Man's Sky Next. Some may call it 1.0, and No Man's Sky Beyond is arguably No Man's Sky 2 or 2.0. While the gameplay hasn't drastically changed, there has been a ton of new additions. One that I can't demonstrate, but I can assure you is actually really cool, is VR. The addition of VR for a game as beautiful as this and sort of as exploratory as this.
Who's that?
This is Warrior Hyenwaif. He is a Viking emissary. They're a warrior-like race, and
Okay.
he might give us a mission. What a big thing here, we'll mention VR. That's a big thing. We can't really show that off, so we're going to show off the stuff that we can. There are NPCs now in kind of scattered throughout planets. I wouldn't attribute it to as what they did like in Fallout 76, saying, we're adding NPCs, but we can talk to people like this. They'll give you missions. You can interact with them, and especially you'll see when we pop up to the space station, that is just like super populated, whereas it kind of felt empty beforehand. So we're just gonna explore a couple planets. I'll point some stuff out as we go. Then maybe head up to a space station and check out all that stuff, and then maybe do a little bit of base building, because the base building is just incredible now. They've added a new base building camera, which is like basically it's the photo mode, but you can like do things in it. Let's see if I can tag this, Jason. No, I still haven't. Since it's updated, it reset my controls. So right now, the controller, there are a lot of bugs. Jason's experiencing one where he can't get a hyperdrive. One of the weird control ones is I can't tag anything in my visor. You're supposed to be able to tag these little, like, I don't know, nav points.
Yeah, waypoints, things of interest.
But if I'm sitting by my computer. If I hit my computer, it'll tag it, sort of.
So yeah, where is the fix that you said for that, where you could...
What I was doing was I go into controller support, and we can do it quick here. Control options, remap controls. It might boot you out here on the stream, but yeah, controller settings come up. You can hear them. And then I just like changed one of the buttons. I just changed X, and then from here, just the main menu, if you hit X, you can import the official config. And there's one for 360 controllers and one for Xbox One controllers. So hopefully that'll do it. We'll see. We'll see if my trick worked. That's what worked for me last time. And let's see if it did it this time. Did not fix it. Curses. Okay, well, my fix is busted. Sorry, Jason.
It's a feature.
They've revamped how you do inventory, which is nice. You can move. Here, I'll get rid of something here. Oh, I got a bunch of good stuff. Let's move this hyperdrive module to our starship. Yeah, they completely redone the inventory and makes it so you can move all of your tech around, which previously you weren't able to. So it made it a little bit annoying when you got better upgrades, better gear for your exosuit or your ship or your multi-tool, you were kind of like stuck with it. So if you installed something, you're like, okay, well, I better put this one here, so because it gets bonuses if you have it beside certain things. So that was annoying, and now it doesn't matter, which is nice. It's a nice quality of life thing. But yeah, you can see that the general tech and cargo tabs are just way easier to access instead of having to go over here and click on it. It's definitely made things easier while playing with a controller, for sure. So yeah, just, inventory management's a thing, but that being said, you can stack so much materials, like minerals and stuff. You won't run out of room on in terms of that. Like, it used to be where you could only carry like 200 condensed carbon or 200 normal carbon, so you'd have like 5 stacks of it, and then you'd have to find somewhere to stash it and start making sacrifices. But now it's just like, nah, you can hold infinite carbon almost. I have never filled it up. I'm still pretty early, but then you can get obviously extra slots for your tech and extra slots for cargo, which the cargo slot in your exosuit can hold even more stuff, which is pretty sweet. Let's head over. Yeah.
I was gonna say they also made it so like when you transfer stuff to your inventory, there's like a quick transfer that's now you just push a couple buttons and it'll tell you how much space, like a number. Like if you're gonna pick up 50 carbon, it's like, rather than it being like you have to figure out where it's gonna go, it's just like, nah, listen, you've got like 2,000 spaces left in your inventory for stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's really nice. It's way less grindy than it was before, and just a way. I think it's a smoother experience, and all joking aside, I do defend the game in its early stages, but sticking with it has paid off, because it's been nice to see it change, and I like that it is a great example of a dev, and a very rare example of a dev sticking with a game this long, especially with unpaid. So they had a plan from the start, and obviously listening to the community and stuff helps a lot too, but they just needed more time to bake. And but yeah, like I said, I'm really having fun with Beyond. I've already recommended it to like a couple of my friends that don't play a ton of games anymore, friends from university, that like they'd be interested in a game we could all play together, like old friends. And yeah, it's been pretty cool, because I used to recommend it, being like, just know what you're getting into, but now I'm just like, nah, this is a really, really solid experience. Got missions too. Missions were introduced. We'll see them when we go up to the spaceport, but yeah, missions give you, in addition to the actual story mission, the Artemis mission it's called, or the Artemis storyline, you just do, that was next. Yeah, they're like, we need to give people something to do, which was sweet, because it was just like, gave you stuff to do. And the Artemis thing is like extended tutorial, because it does give you, points you in some good directions, while giving you, I think an interesting story. I've done a couple of the further story beats past the tutorial, and it's been pretty cool.
So if you were to bring a friend along for the ride, what can you do together?
What can you do? There are everything.
So before you answer that, before you answer that though, there is like at least a couple hours, between 2 and 3 hours, that you have to spend playing the game single player before you can get to the multiplayer co-op aspects.
That's correct.
Unless you hit a game-breaking bug.
In which case you have to restart the game and play those 2 to 3 hours all over again.
This is true.
If you came into the game, let's say you pick up the game back in 2016, you're just like, I've heard a lot of good things, I'll come back to it now. You are starting all over again. Like, it resets your save every time, because understandably they've changed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I was hesitant to, like, I had a pretty good, like, I don't know, 50-hour save going, and I was hesitant to start over, but then after hearing from a couple people who had kind of been in the same spot, they're like, yeah, start over. It's pretty good to like refresh on some stuff if you haven't played in a while. And yeah, just they've completely streamlined like the tutorialization on it, and like I said, sort of the onboarding of the game. So which I think is really important. It's pretty important to do that, especially when there's so many systems at play.
And it's also worth saying that like what you see is what you get with all that, right? Like, so as you go through and you're just like, hey, I'm searching this planet for stuff, I'm crafting things, and is this it? The answer is yeah. That this is still that game. It's
still an exploration game. Like even the missions are like, go dig up this thing, or you know, if you want like. What came out this week that I was playing? Rogue or Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. It's not that. Like you're not doing.
Oh, yeah. No.
It's not that. It has shades of a space sim where you can go and make money being a bounty hunter, but it's very simple ship combat.
Yeah, it's not an arcade.
No, it's still like a exploration game where you're just chilling out and building stuff. You know, space Minecraft is an appropriate thing. You know, with a little more I think emphasis on exploration with the procedural stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's really neat. I need this ship. It's really good. But you can see what's happening here. We have an exosuit issue, boys.
So let's go back to my original question because I'm really curious. Like,
okay.
can you
what was your original question?
What was it again? What were we talking about, Nick?
What do you do in co-op? And it was
do missions.
The first thing was you don't do anything in co-op because you have to sit through 4 hours of tutorials and to get to it.
Here's what I've been doing in co-op. Doing a lot of exploring, doing a lot of collaborative base building, and when we'll get up to space here and I'll show you the anomaly, which is it's a hub town basically. So there'll be actual players walking around there that you can interact with, you can partner up with, and it's instant, so up to 32 players in each instance, and then you go there and you'll see we can see if we can partner up with somebody and go on a co-op mission.
32 on PC, it's 8 on consoles.
Well,
are you gonna give them some frozen tubers?
I give those to all my friends.
The other answer to your question, Nick, about what can you do in co-op is just get together a fleet of ships, and there's missions there that you can go out and do. Like there's trade missions and
like one person is holding the cargo and your other 6 friends have to defend it.
So you can run a fleet like that, have a person like on a freighter, like everybody is on one freighter, right? And then you have a bunch of ships docked, and so if there's any hostile actions, everybody hops into a ship, goes out and protects the freighter and stuff like that.
Let's check out the anomaly, which is again another huge change. So the anomaly is the multiplayer hub and sort of the storyline hub. It's a kind of a floating space station, and you get it by doing the Artemis quest. So just kind of doing the story quest, and once you do it, you can summon it into existence, which is pretty cool to be able to just summon a Death Star into your proximity. Same goes for the freighter when you complete the freighter stuff. And as we pop in here, we'll check this out, and I'll take a sip. It's all good.
Has there been a pretty solid player base since the update?
Yeah, and like a huge influx. I haven't checked the exact numbers, but a huge influx of like tons of YouTube content. Like I know lots of people are streaming it, which is nice to see. So yeah, people are banging the drum, and it's one of those games that you can hop in and hop out relatively easily, or just play it forever. It can be your forever game. think that's all. Okay, so this guy's trying to land, which is kind of funny. There's some pretty funny multiplayer things I can see. Oh, that guy just took off. But the first time I got here, I didn't realize that this was the multiplayer hub. And I just saw people walking around, and I was like, oh, what? Like, there's other people here? So, yeah, there's just, like, actual people, like, Destiny-style, instanced hub world, which is pretty sweet. And Helios is pretty cool. They've got all the different, like, crafting, like, anything you would think of in a major city in an MMO, but you can do everything you need here, which is nice. You don't have to, like, travel to a planet to do stuff. Like, you just tell everyone to meet up in the anomaly, and then you do it. I forget which guy is the multiplayer missions guy. Let's see here.
That guy's brain is on the outside of his body.
This guy's brain is definitely on the outside.
No. Life finds a way, Nick.
No, I don't need those guys. Frame rate gets slightly clunky in here when you got lots of people, but this is a watermelon face. Gave him some. This is where you can give him your pickles.
Yeah. Wait, that sounds wrong.
Your earthen pickles. You can customize your guy here as well. They'll play dress up, which is always fun. These guys over here, Polo and Nada, were kind of the main. They're the main storyline quest people. We're just reporting about Artemis, which is, again, the person you're trying to find. And Nada is looking. I think Nada and Artemis are friends, but I'm not too sure. We'll see. I'll let you discover it for yourself. When it first came out, I was like, okay, go mine, come back, kind of research stuff, fly over to the new thing. That was it. And then next came out, I was like, okay, go around, do missions, do that. But now with this Beyond update, I'm just finding I get a really, really good game flow going, and it just feels good. Like, you can play for an hour, you can play for 3 hours. Like, it's really, really, really streamlined, which I can appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, like, despite my gripes about some things with it, but it is noticeable improvement since it first came out, and I actually picked this up on the PC after having played it on the PS4 for the longest time, just to kind of check it out here. And yeah, I mean, the updates, the way that, again, they haven't done anything where it's like, all right, here's the update that now makes this a completely different game. That's
not
going to happen. But the update that is enough that it's like, I can build a frigate and freighter and go off and do stuff with that. I can have this little fleet, and I can now do this with friends, whereas like before, co-op was kind of this weird sort of...
It's like, do you want to just come hang in my game for a bit?
or even before that, it was like, here's just some random person, like, that you meet, and it doesn't mean anything. They're just like, you see them, and you're just like, okay, what's up? Have a good life.
So we're going to join a dangerous pirate hunt. So you, again, once you get the anomaly, you head over to the Nexus here, which is a giant floating eyeball, machine eyeball, and we're going to do that. Mission started. Here we go. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I hope I don't get shot down.
It'd be a great way to end this.
Here we go. I die, please upload this to YouTube.
Please find a new home for me.
Yes.
The Great White North sucks.
The Great White North is not nice. I do want to show you the Great White North after this. We'll see how we do. Okay, we good on all of that. Okay, where's my friend? Pulsing across? Friend? Where are we going? Oh, really? Friend? Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, yeah, we in it now. We in it now. So here is, here's the old space sim, which I love. Probably my favorite type of game, even though they don't make them anymore. / Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, thank God. I've got guns on this are okay, actually. Thankfully, I picked up a fighter, which is pretty sweet. Uh-oh, we overheated. I hope my friend is coming to help me because my shields are going down. Oh, you wanna look at that barrel roll, baby. Shoot and do a barrel roll at the same time.
Nice.
So, and like missions like these are, like any multiplayer co-op game, infinitely more fun with your buddies.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pick these up. Nice. Do we have more hostiles in the area?
I'm trying. This dumbass planet doesn't kill
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, like Jason said, like doing the tutorial does take us several hours to do, which I think is fine. Like, if you were to hop,
it is a good tutorial. Like,
yeah, if you were to hop into the game just blind and be like, okay, let's play something, you're like, you don't know how to use any of the tools,
yeah,
and
it's absolutely needed.
So yeah, these missions are all available for solo player as well. You just don't get them from the Nexus. You get them from, you get them from the space bases. So, are we serious right now? Holy smoker doodles! Okay, okay, okay. This is what we're doing. That's a couple pirates. That's a couple pirates, boys. Oh, jeez. May have bitten off more than I could chew. We'll see, we'll see. Just breathing heavy.
Name of my new base is This Place Sucks.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Nice. Pirate threat eliminated. A friend came through. I just want to kill that one. And I'm coming for you, sir. Uh-oh. Got to recharge my shield in the middle. Get that sodium in there. Still having to just jam salt onto my shield. Just rub it on the outside of my ship. Because I haven't
No, it's a good barrier protection.
I haven't researched the tech for proper shield ions. How many pirates we got here?
As we all know, like when you want to make a good roast in the oven, you just coat it in salt first.
Slaps it. The shield can protect you from so many damn photon torpedoes.
Ship combat.
We got him, boys. Down. Oh, can I get that? Give me that. Give me them sweet, sweet resources.
I need sodium.
And that's the thing, like, if you like just hanging out and don't want to fight, you don't have to. If you just want to, fight, you're gonna get resources, and you can do a ton of that. It's you can kind of dabble in whatever you want, really, and focus on one thing. If you just want to build your base, you can just hang out and do that. You're gonna have to obviously gather resources, and that's kind of your main loop. But I just got a ton of chromatic metal, which is super useful for a lot of stuff just by fighting guys. So actually, probably didn't need to land in the space base. Need to go back to the Nexus.
Space base.
Space base. Anomaly. Summon. Boom. In existence. Easy as that. So arguably the multiplayer is is easier to get in than Monster Hunter World. So
it's got that going for it.
Literally 2 button presses and you're in. I guess minus 2 to 4 hour tutorial.
Yeah. That's
so
not the name of the colony. My colony is called This Place Sucks.
Alright, I wonder. Ooh, I like this. Eliminate hazardous flora. Burrowing terror. Kill 49 monstrosities. That's a bit tough for me. Raid a planetary depot.
Monstrosities, special kind of creatures.
They are, yeah. You will meet them in the story quest. They are not nice. You can't kill them at the start of the. I still have I'm still relatively early. I have trouble with them until you get a really good bolt caster upgrade. Okay, I'm just wondering. I'm still in the instance with this guy. I wonder if there's a friendly way to be able to just exit out. Can I do that? Maybe not. Exit party? Don't think so. Cool thing too is like secondary missions like build an economy scanner. You can pin these to you can pin them and they'll just show up and be like, okay, you're looking. Oh crap, I lost it. That's fine. Anyways, you can pin them down and it'll tell you what you need to find to build the thing, which is nice. So you're not just like always having to go into your menu and that sort of stuff. Still don't know if I can get out of this guy's instance. Let's see if I can take another mission here. One thing I haven't done, I don't think it's possible. I was curious about if you can trade with other players. I haven't tested that yet. I don't think you can, but it'd be sweet if you could actually do the...
no, you can, yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. You can have a friend, so if there's something that you need and your friend's just like, yeah, I've spent 20 hours, I've got like 1 billion of those, here you go.
That's awesome. What a great game.
It's worth it, though. Apparently that could be, so it wasn't for me, but like that can cause some issues sometimes with some of the story quests where they're like, hey, go collect this thing, and if you have a friend, you know, who shows up and gives you that stuff or whatever.
Oh, it kind of clunks it out?
Yeah.
That is good to know. So be cautious when you're cheesing your missions.
That's right.
See how this goes. Let's see if our friends can join mid-mission. I don't think they can. Okay, that landed on my starship. Can you chill?
Yeah, one last thing you want to show off? That's probably a good place to call it.
Sure. I will, let me think. Now we can end it there. I'll go through and get to some more later game stuff, and we can, once everybody who is interested is up, we can hop on some more missions and get some freighters going.
Yeah. You know, this is something that we keep coming back to. I mean, like, we did a stream of this when Next came out. I believe Mike and I did it, and you know, obviously with the way that they're supporting it and adding stuff to it, it's just something that's going to be something that's always good to check back in with to see where things are going. So I'm sure we'll be looking at this again at some point.
Absolutely.
But that's the latest with No Man's Sky. Thanks, Locke, for being our tour guide.
Absolutely. I'll get a crab ready for next time. I'll ride a crab or some sort of weird jelly monster.
I will get my cactus flesh pickle ready.
Good. I expect nothing less. Thanks for coming with me on this ridiculous space journey.
Thanks everyone for tuning in and watching.
Peace. We'll see you next week.